This is Ralph Phillips. Today we are celebrating making it to the playoffs. 4 division titles in a row. Let's make it 5 because the Saints have the record at 4. We've tied the Saints 4, I think. Pretty sure that's the record. 4 division titles in a row. Saints had it. We've tied them. Let's make it 5. What's up, MK? What a game. Ty Bowles is not going to get fired. Sorry. I know we all want, unless he retires. He might retire. Who knows? What's up, B-Buck? Rampage, what's going on? Washington does not stop the run well, then we will run all over top of them. Did y'all notice that Rachaad White didn't get, any carries yesterday? I'm going to look at that real quick. Rachaad White got no carries. Zip. None. No attempts whatsoever. Bucky Irvin took 19 and Sean Tucker had 2. What was Rachaad White doing? Individual play, best play I ever saw was Rondé Barber intercepting the ball, running it back. Just can't even express how great of a play that was. It may not be the best technical play ever, but it was by far the best individual Buccaneer play. Yeah, so Rachaad White got 0 carries yesterday. I think that might be the first time. I wonder what that was all about. Let's see. I'm going to look at his snap count, see what he got. Look, we jumped straight into negative stuff. Rachaad White. He had 18 offensive plays, 0 carries. Let's look and see what he got as far as catches, though. I don't think he had any catches either. Yeah, 0 catches, 0 targets, 0 catches. What did he do? What's up, Tom? You were at the game. There you go, MK. So you're good luck now, man. B-Monk had to come in and just rub it in everybody's face. We are the champions, my friend. Do. NFC South champions anyhow. Again. 4 times in a row, man. I tell you what, they're gonna have a tough time with Todd Bowles and Liam. I tell you, here's what they got to do. They can't fire Todd. They just can't do it. You can't do it. Not after he's taken your team 10-7, 4 times into the playoffs, all that good stuff. It's been 4 years. Good grief. Anyhow, they've got to offer Liam $100 million as offensive coordinator and promise him that he will get the head coaching job when Todd Bowles is booted. That's what they got to do. They got to offer him a crap ton of money to stay. I fear he's going to leave. The Devin White interception? Tom's bullying you? What's up, Joel? We winners, man. We winners. We did it. I didn't think we were going to do it, man. I tell you, I was sweating it that whole game, up until about halfway through the 4th quarter is when we really started punching them in the face. But I was that whole game, I was like, man, we're going to lose this. And I'm going to be so upset. And then I didn't think Mike was going to get his 1,000 yards when Bucky Irvin, Mike was getting close. He needed 5 yards. And then Bucky Irvin's got that touchdown. And I was like, oh my gosh, he's not going to make it. We're not going to get the ball back. I didn't think we were going to get the ball back. But luckily, defense stopped them, which it didn't look like they were going to. The Saints came out. They got the ball back, and immediately they were first down. And then the next play, first down. And then the next play, first down. I'm not sure if that's exactly how it went, but it was like they were just getting first downs back to back. And then they got into field goal range. They couldn't use a field goal. And then we just stopped them. And it was like, what? Did that just happen? And then I did not think that Todd Bowles was going to take the chance and throw the ball to Mike. And he did. You saw when it was the possession turnover, they went for it on fourth and whatever it was, and they didn't make it, so we got the ball. Todd Bowles and Liam Cohen were on the sideline talking to each other. And I was like, oh, are they going to try it? Are they going to do it? Are they going to do it? And they did it. I was very happy about that, man. You going to the game on Sunday, Joe? Nice. What's up, Craig? You didn't watch the game. Come on. What's up, Bucky? I did too. I thought he was going to take a knee. Because this is Todd Bowles we're talking about, not Mr. Brisket, Biscuit, and all that good stuff. I thought for sure he was going to take a knee, but if he did, he would have lost that locker room, man. I think that's kind of what happened in 2021 when he sat the starters in Week 17 against Atlanta, and then we went and got blowed out by Dallas. I think he lost the locker room in that because they were like, what? But yeah, man, he and then Molly swears that the Saints let Mike Evans get that 5 yards. And I was like, I don't know, man. And if you look at the thumbnail picture, if you look at it very closely, when Mike got up, there was 3 Saints guys around him, and he got up. He stepped on the foot of one of them. I don't know if he did it on purpose or not, but that guy was in pain, man. He was like, ow. But yeah, he stepped on his foot and then spiked the ball in their faces. I thought he was going to get a penalty for that, too. Extend tie. Oh, man, I know, Rampage. We're going to have to deal with Todd for another year at least. Oh, that white interception to retire Breeze. Yes, yeah, that was a good one. Forgot about that one. That was a great game. I know Molly's got this story of us. We were at the bar, and Saints fan was in there just being all obnoxious and stuff. I walked him out after. Oh, man. Joe gets to go to the game on Sunday. How'd you score them tickets, man? I think I did too, Joe. I was all over the internet looking at shorts and videos of Mike getting that 1,000 yards. That was great, man. Team came out there. The whole, if you look at go back and watch the broadcast before the snap, you can look in the stadium and everybody was standing up. Everybody was standing up, anticipating. Are we gonna take a knee? We're gonna try and get Mike his 5 yards, man. He ended up getting 7, I think. So he went over. That's the first decision Bowles made that made you respect him. Uh, yeah, you gotta give Bowles a shout out to that. I was very risky. I mean, they were only down. What were they down 8? So if there would have been a turnover or an interception, then that would have, and they scored and tied it up. That would have made Todd look foolish. My Todd said Mike owes him $1 million. That's funny. That's funny. Bowles has got jokes, man. I heard he's funny. He's very sarcastic, but we don't get to hear all that. If Lattimore was playing, yeah, he would have been punching Mike in the face, jumping on him, doing all kinds of stuff. Why are you upset with me, Tom? That was your favorite Bucks moment, second favorite besides Rondé? Yeah, that's cool, Craig. Yeah, I was very, very emotional. I didn't do an instant reaction video because I got a little too partaking of my libations, and I didn't realize it as the game was going. You know, I'm throwing them back, and then after the game, I was like, oh, I need to lay down for a little bit, and then ended up never making it to the video. Buck and shed some tears. We all grown, man. You can admit to it, man. Oh, Lattimore plays for Washington now. Forgot about that. Yeah. Oh, that's going to be interesting. That is going to be interesting. He's not going to suit up, though. Is he hurt? Oh, man. Your brother's the best, Joel. That's a good gift right there. Lattimore scared of Mike, especially in the playoffs, man. Oh, is that what it is? I'm gonna start doing like Eeyore for Tom. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, Tom, it's good to see you, Tom." That is cool, MK. You got to be there and witness that. That is cool. Oh yeah, BMOC, that end zone pass, that touchdown. The funny thing of it is Mike Evans was wide open right in the middle of the field. It would have been a touchdown. I mean, I think he was like 5 yards from the end zone, but there was nobody there. But Mike Evans was wide open. He was like looking around, like, "I'm wide open, man. Just throw it to me." But that was a beautiful pass to J Mac, and beautiful catch too. That was, to me, that was the play that turned the game around, because up to that point we were looking rough, man. We were having a hard time, both offense and defense. But it seemed like after that play, it was just, we just beat the mess out of them. Loved it. Man, he's hurt. Let me see this. He's gonna chicken out because he knows going up against Mike. Yeah, he sure is. I guess we'll find out Friday. Now we're playing Monday night at 8 o'clock or 8:20. We got the night game Monday, which that sucks. We're gonna be the last playoff game of the weekend. It's horrible. So I was thinking, what do y'all guys want to do this week with the All 22? Do y'all want to look at Washington film, or do y'all want to zip through this Week 18 game? Y'all decide. Y'all think about it. Let me know. I honestly, I'd kind of like to watch the. I'd kind of like to watch some Redskins film. Maybe we could do like one day of the Week 18 game against the Saints, and then jump into the Redskins or whatever. Game film is out on that the NFL Pro, NFL Plus premium stuff, the NFL Film Room. So if there's anything y'all want to watch right now, let me know. Any plays y'all want to look at, let me know. There's a couple plays I want to look at. So. What's up, Dino? Did I say Saturday? It's Sunday, yeah. Sunday night. Yeah, I did see our opponents for next year. I'm already acting like Eeyore. Y'all kill me. Hey, did y'all see my daughter? She always makes a mess in my room, my office. I didn't clean it up today, so all kinds of Legos and dominoes and Mickey Mouse stuff and everything back there. It's a mess for all you people that got OCD. Besides me not being centered on the screen, and I got this thing on my face right here, and then all this junk back here. If anybody's got OCD and they watch this stream, they're probably freaking out. Oh, I know. Right, right, Bucking. Now, when they called that thing, I was like, is that like a real penalty? Is that in the rules now that you can't do like guns? But then I think I remember seeing it at the beginning of the year. But I know I've seen guys do it, like CD Lamb. I'm pretty sure he does it. And it's so dumb. What is wrong with the NFL? The Baker run in the fight after was the play that turned the game around. That might be true too. Because they did. They rushed over there. They were getting ready to throw hands all over the place. And Baker just kind of walked away. He was like, eh. Damn, everybody. I must have said Saturday night. What did I say? Saturday night? Everybody jumping on me. Yeah, Sunday night. We're the last team. All right, we'll do Washington then. Hey, MH, what's up? Yeah, yeah, it does help with injuries a little bit, but I'm selfish. I don't want to wait. You know, and plus we don't play good on prime time. But I guess all playoff games are prime time games, right? Yeah, Baker's runs were awesome. He did very good with his runs. He was quite judicious with them, I thought. Yeah, Baker did a great job. He's got that just that grit. He doesn't give up, man. And he will. He put the team right on his back too. Because I think the team was kind of frustrated. Defense couldn't do anything, offense couldn't do anything. And then Baker was like, "I'll do it. I'll show you how this is done." Oh, the league is so soft now. I was during the game. They had the New Orleans Relief Fund. Let me tell you this whole story. It's called the Greater New Orleans Relief Fund or something like that. But anyhow, the owner of the Saints is a woman, Gail Benson, something like that. She donated like $1.5 million. So I'm like, I'm gonna look into this. So anyhow, I looked into the organization she gave money to, and it's just your typical charity. It's you know $5 million goes to the executives, administrators, and all that good stuff, and everybody's making money off of it, and they don't do anything but give the money to other charities. That's all that charity does is gives money to other. It's a 501(c). Molly works with those things, so she was telling me all about it. They don't actually do anything themselves. They just distribute the funds to other charities, and all the charities were like art and culture and social justice and women's stuff and all. Anyhow, but in the process of looking at all this, I found out that 10 of the 32 NFL teams are owned by women now. I didn't know that. That would explain a lot as to why, you know, doing this is now illegal. You can't do this at a celebration. Uh, explains a lot. Yeah, I thought it was a pretty good game by Liam too. I tell you what, the Saints did a really good job of taking away our outside game. We couldn't do anything on the outside. Nothing. They took away our screen passes, our tosses, anything to the outside. Our sweeps, they just crushed it. I think the Saints did a very good job with that. But then the Saints couldn't. They couldn't go do anything up the middle on us, except for passes. What's up, Christopher? They got the head pillows and have end zone messages for starters. Yeah, I think a lot of that is because we got so many women owners. I didn't realize we had that many women owners. 10. That's a third. They care about all that kind of stuff. Yeah, they'll be wearing the pink hats soon. I saw an NBA team was wearing all pink. It's like their uniform now. I was like, what? What's going on in this world? No, she's not one of the owners, Joel, that was listed. I had the list. I don't know what I did with it. She's part owner, you know. Molly was saying that too. She said, "Yeah, all these women owners. It doesn't even include the part owners." Let me see. Here's the list. Okay, Sheila Ford Hamp, Detroit Lions. Kim Pagula, Buffalo Bills. Carol Davis, Oakland Raiders. I didn't know she owned, or I thought the guy. Okay, Denise Bartolo York, the 49ers. Amy Adams Strunk, the Tennessee Titans. Virginia Hallis McCaskey, the Chicago Bears. Janice McNair, the Houston Texans. Jody Allen, Seattle Seahawks. Dee Haslam, Cleveland Browns. And then uh, Gail Benson, the New Orleans Saints. And I didn't know about the whole. Apparently, when Tom Benson died, who was the New Orleans Saints, there was a huge fallout over his giving her everything. He cut out his daughter and their grandkids and all this stuff. But they just married. Tom and Gail married in 2013 or something like that. Not too long ago. And then he died in like 2018 and she got everything. But there was a huge court battle over all this stuff. It was wild. I was reading it. I was like, man, that's wild. You're just supposed to end hate, Bucking. Just end it. Just stop it. That's all you do. Come on. It's that simple. Just end it. Stop it. Oh, I know. I saw that Rampage. Molly turned me onto that a couple weeks ago. I was like, oh yeah, I hope he loses every game. But that's like Anthony Richardson with the Colts just quitting because he's tired. And we've had two guys this year refuse to go play during a game. You know, we had Antonio Brown quit mid game. That stuff never ever happened. You know, up until 10, 20 years ago. Now you got all kinds of weird stuff happening. And we got all these rules. And I actually looked it up. You know, I've been talking about somebody needs to do research on injuries. Are we getting less injuries or more injuries? I looked it up. I did some research. And the this is rudimentary research, but I looked at 1999 injury report for week 15, and I looked at 2024's week 15 injury reports. There's more people on injury reports in 2024 than there was in 1999. There wasn't that much difference in uh, like the probable, doubtful, questionable, and all that good stuff. The big difference was injured reserve. Now they're using injured reserve as, you know, kind of a play because you could just put them on there for 4 weeks and then bring them back off. But it was double. Injured reserve was double now in 2024. So, and it was a huge difference. It was almost the injury report in 1999 was about half the size it is now. So injuries are not getting better. You know, we've got all these new rules, and we got the medical staff and all that. Yeah, there was a 11%, 50% increase in players missing games. There's all kinds of stuff, you know, all kinds of stuff. Matter of fact, I plan on doing a video about all this, you know, just the difference in the mentality of players now and then. I argued back in the 90s, we were talking about, this was back when the news groups were the big thing on the internet. I would argue in the news groups, somebody was talking about soccer, why soccer has never caught on in America. And one of my main arguments was because we didn't like, you know, men here in America don't like the way soccer players fake injuries. You know, we just see that as dishonorable. But we do that now in the NFL. We used to not do it. Used to, did not fake an injury, but we fake injuries now all the time. You know, guys will, you know, get hit and lay there and be like, wait for a flag and all that good stuff. It's the same thing they did in the soccer. There's a term for it, but I can't remember what it is. But yeah, we've definitely changed a lot as a culture. Not enough padded practices. Yeah, that's a thing I've got on my list here too. Is you know, not as many practices. You can't even do 2 a days. We don't start practicing, but we only have like a month of practice before games. Players can take themselves out of games now. It's happened quite a bit. Ben Roethlisberger was the first one to do it that I can recall. But all the penalties that have, you know, we've tried to regulate quarterback protections, the CTE stuff, horse collars, hip drop tackles, chop blocks, defenseless receiver penalties, crackback blocks are now penalties, blocking the backs, hands to the face, tripping, runner with the helmet down, outlawing the wedge in the kickoffs, face mask, clotheslining, clubbing. Remember we talked about that the other day? That was actually outlawed in 1977, which I thought it wasn't outlawed until like the 1990s. Blindside blocks are now outlawed. So we got all these penalties and all these things that are supposed to decrease injuries, but it's not. We actually have more injuries now, more guys on the injury reports now than there were in 1999. Mandatory time off during bye weeks. You know, that's a thing. No pad practices, limited practices during the season, limited practices during off season, less preseason games now. You know, one less preseason game. But yeah. Anyhow, we swerved into weird territory there. Yeah, didn't you read the end zone rampage? Stop the hate. Oh, I know Arch Manning, but he isn't he's not going to be available this year, right? Spencer Rattler, yeah, but he had his best game against us yesterday. We don't know the status of any of those guys, Tom, not yet. Yeah, Dan Quinn's a very tough matchup, but I'm worried more about their offensive coordinator. He's really good, man. He's been one of my favorite offensive coordinators for years. I said that, what's up, Biko? I said, thanks, Slim. Appreciate it, man. I try. Um, yeah, I said I wanted him for head coach or offensive coordinator, back before Canales, before we got Canales as offensive coordinator. I wanted Cliff Kingsbury. I like him. I think he's a great offensive coordinator. He's got a good mind on him. I mean, he's done a great job with Daniels, I think. Daniels is pretty much their whole offense. Hopefully, we'll be able to stop them like we did week one. But they were not all together yet in week one. Yeah, flopping. Yeah, that's what it's called. Flopping. Yeah, used to Americans didn't like it. I mean, we used to mock soccer players for doing that because it just seemed dishonorable. Now it's part of the NFL. It's part of the game. See it all the time. What's up, Joe? Just dropping the like off. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, Craig. I think the whole CTE stuff is a little overblown. I've talked about it. That book Brainwashed by me and Molly did a podcast on it years ago about all of it. And great book. And it really opened your eyes as to what is possibly going on with all that mess. But yeah, I mean, you look at Chris Collinsworth, um, Jimmy Johnson, Terry Bradshaw. I mean, look at all these guys who played back in the day when the helmets didn't have padding in them. Had one bar across the front. They're fine. It's not like it's a death sentence. They've done, yeah. Anyhow, I get into that. I could talk about that all day long. Yeah, right, Bucking. I mean, how many guys have you seen, the old school players who have messed up hands and fingers and amputated stuff like that? Because they're like, yeah, you just kept playing. You know, it's what you did. Soccer, Joe, I got into soccer for a while back in the early 2000s when the American soccer team was really making a push in the U.S. or the whatever the soccer, what is it called? World Cup. And I had followed them a bit before, but I really got into it. And, it was okay. It was exciting just because, it was new to me and, the Americans had a shot and we were actually very aggressive in this weird American way that was kind of catching everybody off guard. So that was fun. But yeah, overall, I get kind of bored with it. It's really one of those. I've watched plenty of games with soccer fans, and it's really more of a social event. they kind of they kind of watch the game out of the side of their eye, because not a whole lot goes on during the game. I've noticed the messages on the back of the helmets. Very very few players have them anymore. Like on the Buccaneers, uh, Mayfield's got one, and somebody else on offense. But other than that, Most of them just have the word mark back there. Yeah, that New Orleans stuff was really, really kind of weird, man. It doesn't make any sense. The same thing with that truck explosion. It doesn't make any sense either. This is weird stuff, man. But I guess humans are irrational. I'm so far behind everybody. Okay. Oh, I saw that buck, and yeah, Jaden Daniels did not look good. I was very happy with that. If he doesn't play well, they're definitely not going to win because he is their whole team. I saw that too. B call Mike Greenberg. The Jets have asked to interview Mike Greenberg as general manager. We do not want to lose him. He has been great. Hey, Kate, what's up? How you doing? We can't lose Greenberg, man. He's been a salary cap master for gosh, how long has he been here? 20 years, 15 years? It's been a while. I did not know Cliff Kingsbury was Mike Evans' offense coordinator. I didn't know that. Good stuff. So he was there with Johnny Manziel. Cliff Kingsbury was. That's wild. I think we've got an incredible quarterback, wide receiver one, and wide receiver two. I'm really liking McMillan. I think he has really come into his own, man. That end zone catch was elite level. That was an elite level throw, elite level catch. Although I got to knock Mayfield a point off for that because Mike Evans was wide open in the middle of the field. Matter of fact, let's look at that. Hockey players flop sometimes. I've never seen that, Joe. Oh no, yeah, you're right. You're right. I have seen it where they'll act. They'll uh, they'll act more hurt than they are. You still want to fire Todd Bowles, Kate? I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. I am very impressed with Baker Mayfield, Craig. Very impressed with him. Last year, I mean, y'all were here. I was like, he's okay. He's definitely a little bit above average, but I wasn't too impressed with him. He was too skittish, or what I say, frantic. A little too frantic. I didn't like his mechanics a whole lot. But this year, man, he's cleaned up a lot of that stuff, and he's played it at an elite level in quite a few games. He thought he was going to get the axe near halftime. I I didn't think we were going to win, man, because we just couldn't get anything going. Our defense was struggling, offense was struggling, special teams was struggling. Everything was struggling, man. It didn't look like we had the umph, but we pulled it out. Somebody said, I thought that the play that changed it was Mayfield's touchdown to McMillan. But somebody pointed out that it was Mayfield's run, and then the team got up, started fighting. And that was it. I was like, yeah, it probably was it. Rex Ryan thinks he's going to be the Jets coach? Where's that coming from? Who is Anarumo? Kingsbury should be the Bears head coach. I tell you what, I hope all those head coaching spots get filled and Liam Cohen is let out in the rain. There's only what, five head coaching positions? This is the calmest Black Monday I've ever seen. Only one coach was fired. I was very surprised that the Giants kept their head coach and the Titans too. I was like, Jaguars kind of expected it. I think they should have probably done that 2 years ago. Yeah, Spytech too. Yeah, I was surprised he hasn't been poached. Yep. Yeah, Greenberg and Spytech, man. Those guys have done us right for a very long time. Jets are. I didn't know Rex Ryan was in the mix for anything. Wow, that's wild. I mean, is he talking about like he's wants to be a coach again? Oh yeah, all those penalties, Joe. But it wasn't just us. Saints had quite a few. Yeah, I think we were rough and tumbling in it. Both teams don't like each other. So I think there was a lot of bad blood going on out there. Oh, the Bengals defensive coordinator. Yeah, yeah. You talked to me about him. He got fired. Dang. Yeah, we had like 12 penalties for less than 100 yards, though. All right, then we have 12 penalties. Let me see. So what happened to Rashad White? He got no targets and no carries, but he was on the field for 12 plays. Bucky got all the carries. Sean Tucker got 4, I think. No, he got 2. Bucky Irving got 19. Mayfield ran 9 times for 68 yards. Bucky Irvin had 5 targets too. Only 2 receptions for -5 yards, but it's weird. Rashad White just kind of cut out of the game plan totally. Shaq Barrett did get 12 snaps, I think. I watched him too on the all 22, all of his snaps. Yeah, he got 12 snaps. He didn't really do anything. But you could tell they were kind of scared of him though. They gave him some attention. That's what they used to do that with Shaq Barrett all the time. They'd always slide a tight end over there or running back or something. Yeah, Colts should have cleaned out. They need to clean. I mean everything. They remind me of the 2011 Buccaneers. Huh? So they fired Gus Bradley. They were saying earlier that they weren't going to. The Bears have requested to interview Cowboys coach Mike McCarthy. What is he getting fired? Uh, yeah, Colts fired defensive coordinator Gus Bradley. I don't think that was the problem, guys. Yeah, Jared Mayo was fired. That kind of surprised me. Just one season. Yeah, Colts need to just clean house, but that that Pat McAfee. Did y'all see the tweet he put out? And then on his show, he like doubled down on it. I was like, man, he just ripped the Colts organization a new one. And then I saw Ursay like going into the locker room, and he was like on a little like medical scooter thing. He looked bad. He just had surgery recently, so maybe that's what. Rex Ryan said he was 100% believes he'll be the next Jets head coach. Where is that coming from? That's so wild. Oh, he was already interviewed by the Jets? Dang. Well, Lawrence, what's up? Oh, I hear you, man. I thought for 3 quarters, I thought we were going to lose that game. They don't they don't have White listed as with any carries, no attempts, and no targets in the passing game. So it might if he did run, it might have been a penalty and it got called back. That's Lawrence. The bleeding ulcers, man. That's the fun part. That's the entertainment to the NFL. That's why we watch the game. Anarumo. I have to keep an eye on him. Defensive coordinators usually fare a little bit better when they get fired. Offensive coordinators, when they get fired, it's usually they're done. That's the end of their career. No more coaching. They might go to college, but hey, Molly, they were stalling for the Panthers game to catch up during the Jalen McMillan penalty. Yeah, uh, that's what I thought the game turned around, but somebody pointed out that it was the fight after Mayfield's scramble that kind of got the team all amped up. Yeah, Richardson's a bust, I think. Yeah, I saw the Ursay video where he walked out of the or going towards the locker room, and I mean he didn't even look like Ursay. Kind of, yeah, I didn't get a close up for him, but he was like all small and frail and riding that little scooter thing. I was like, man, go downhill quick, don't they? You don't think White will be back next year? What's up, Rashad? Division champs, division champs. I know, feels good. 4 years in a row. The Saints did have that record. They had the longest streak in the NFC South of 4 years. We took it from them, or we're tied with them now. So next year, when we get our fifth one, we'll take that one. one one season stress free, 14 wins, Bucs on top, home field advantage throughout the playoffs. I know, but we had a couple games this year that were blowouts. The first Saints game, the last Panthers game, the Chargers game. We've had some good blowouts this year, but at least we didn't have any games where we got blown out, other than the Denver game. But I think that caught everybody by surprise. So yeah, this has been one of those seasons, man. Just like last year, halfway through the season, I was this close to getting on the Todd Bowles, fire the Todd Bowles bandwagon, but I didn't do it. D, what's up? Long time no see. I wouldn't know what to do without a season that was stress free, Lawrence. I wouldn't know what to do. I think the stress makes football fun sometimes. Last 2 minutes of the game. All right. Longest streak of games without scoring 20 points in the history of their franchise. We handed it to the Saints with this game. Uh-huh. Third worst pass defense. Yeah, what I mean, the Saints were passing it on us last yesterday. I was getting mad. Yeah, we scored 51 against the Saints. 2021 was pretty stress free, except for that uh, playoff game against the Rams. Oh, Rampage, you won the pick 'em. Yeah, three weeks in a row, man. You got the three-peat. I think you and MH are tied for the most correct picks this year. I want to say it was MH. Yeah, he's got three. You've got three. Yeah, you were almost spot on, Rampage. You picked, let me see, the final was 1927. You picked 21-27. So you were off by 2 points. That's probably the best differential of the year. So good job. Oh, I do enjoy the stress. It makes it fun, man. Molly will be like, what, watching a game, and I'll be like, man, we're going to lose this. We're going to lose. We're going to miss this kick or something. She's like, why do you do that? Like, I don't know. Makes it fun. But you know, that's the thing, Lawrence. Uh, well, I appreciate that, D. I appreciate you checking in, giving us a thumbs up. So now I'm in the back of my head, I'm always going to know you're there. Makes me feel better. That's the thing though, Lawrence, where he I can't see us firing Todd Bowles now. I mean, he might retire, you know, just hand the reins over to Liam or something. I don't know. But I can't see us firing. I just can't see him doing it. And if we lose Liam, I'm going to be so upset, man. Just so upset. Definitely going to the Buffalo game. Well, I might drive up there, Craig, and we'll go together. I bet Buffalo tickets are like impossible to get. Yeah, I'm gonna do it here in a second, D. Rampage had to shovel snow today. 9 points in the second half in the last few games. That might be right. Dino, I am not worried about Bryce Young at all. I really am not. He's got so much work to be done. I don't know if he'll ever get to the point to being a good quarterback. He might be serviceable, but he's just not good. He's got a lot of issues, man. Penix, on the other hand, I think we're going to be dealing with for a while. He's definitely got a better foundation to work with, I think. They did fire Dungy for less. That's right. Yeah, they fired Dungy after going to the playoffs. Do we think Chris Godwin's going to come back during the playoff run? Oh, no. Contract extension? No. Please, no. Yeah, Dungy had great defenses. Oh, show. Yeah, I want a scary defense too. You know, our defense would be scary if our guys could just cover. If they were just more aggressive, I think. You know, and weren't so worried about, getting to their spots and covering grass. In the last 5 games, is that 9 points total, Joe? What's up, Jacko? How you doing, man? I'm the same way, Lawrence. I'm a defensive guy. I love defense. It's the reason why I became a Buccaneers fan. So he can make it. So Godwin can make it back if we do a deep playoff run. Yeah, man. They Gruden challenged them to score, and they just went nuts. You think he's going to retire, Rashad? I was kind of thinking that too. Don't know why I'm thinking it, but I think he was asked about it earlier in the season. Yeah, I love defense, man. Defense is my ballywhack. You don't get the defenses anymore now though that you used to because guys can't tackle or hit and all that good stuff. Tackling is a huge issue around the league. It's not just us. It's pretty much everybody in the league. Tackling has just gone downhill. That's what I thought. Bowles said he was not going to retire a few weeks ago. Yeah, what happened to Whitehead? Did we get any more information on that? And he's out for the season? Bowles said today that Godwin or Servassier will not return this year, no matter how deep. Yeah, okay. I would have been surprised if Godwin would come back. The way when I saw that injury, I thought his career was over. I was like, he's not coming back from this at all. We're going to the NFC Championship game at least. Jacko got confidence. I like it. Oh man, neck related. Dang, that stinks about Whitehead. Yeah, I saw that. I retweeted it. When he got right before the game when they mentioned it. Might have been was it the day before? Can't remember. Okay. I'm gonna look at some. Let's look at some. All 22. Okay. There's a couple things I wanted to look at. Quarter 348. I didn't write down why I wanted to look at these. And then we'll watch the last 2 minutes. First quarter, 348, first quarter. And I can't remember what it was. Do 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 do. What's going on here? $166 plays. All right, it was first quarter, 348. I've got that written down and I can't remember why. So 348. What? Okay. Let's see. What is the issue here? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, I remember this. Uh, this is when I talk about how they're just not scared of us at all, our secondary. This play, he throws it. Oh, man. I forgot I can't use my rewind and stuff. We got the two linemen dropped back, Yaya and Nelson, and he throws it. I mean, they're like 5 feet apart from each other, and he throws it right in between both of them. And they both have their hands stretched out too. I was like, man, one, it's it's just one of those plays. You know, we talked about dropping back defensive linemen and stuff, but I mean, look at this. Look at this. Talk about not being scared of anybody. That that's a window right there, man. I mean, that's like a small bathroom window. But he just threw it right in between both of them. Anyhow, I found that interesting. Second quarter, 14:55. 14:50. I have no idea what this was. Two quarter, 14:55. Oh, this was that play that the Scanling. Turned out, I don't know why I had this listing. Good job, Nelson. He whooped his guy. His guy's laying here on the ground. Okay, then one other play, the touchdown. Did he have 3 touchdowns? I can't be right. Oh, on the field. All right, wasn't that one? Here we go. It was this one. Okay. So, oh, dang it. I'm trying to use my pad again. Okay. This is a beautiful touchdown. Baker scrambles, throws it. I mean, that's elite level. Elite level catch, too. But here's what he didn't see. This would have, I think, made it a little bit easier on everybody. Was Mike Evans wide open in the middle of the field. And that probably would have been a touchdown. You know, this was a tough throw right here. I think this would have been a much easier throw. Plus, would have got Mike his 1,000 yards on this play and a touchdown. So it's just one of those plays. I was like, I'm gonna have to bring that one up. All right, let me see. Let me go to the last 2 minutes real quick. Boop, 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 boop. We'll start here. This is the Bucky Irvin touchdown. He just scrambles, tosses it to Bucky. Broken play. Mike Evans said this was the same play that he caught his. This was supposed to go to him. They were trying to get it to him. And I was so upset when Bucky scored this touchdown because I didn't think Mike was going to get his 1,000 yards, man. So who messed up there? I can't rewind this, so not smoothly anyhow. Oh, Barton. Barton messes up, and then Bucky cannot block that big boy. So Barton got beat there. And it just turned out to be a great ad hoc play. I noticed something with our special teams too. When we punted, we we were adjusting our formation pre-snap, which we haven't looked at our special teams at all this year. So might do that during the offseason. Yeah, Whitehead has been a huge disappointment, but I still don't want the guy to be neck injured from a car accident. Yeah, we should beat the Skins. I think so too. We're going to look at their all 22 this week. Godwin's been sitting at home eating Twinkies and Cheetos. Five straight games with 3 points or fewer in the second half. Wow. So 9 points total in 5 games. That's crazy. That's a good point, Tom, about Bowles retiring. All right. So, yeah. See, it's stuff like this that just drives you crazy. They got, they were only down by 8, right? And they needed to go down the field and score. And they just come out and started hitting first downs like it was nothing. This is the first play. Boom. Look at this. Look at that mess. Just, are we even trying over here, guys? I mean, what's he doing? Is that Levante covering grass? Got that spot locked down? Yeah. And then 27 hit him in the knee. It messed him up too. They had to drag him off the sidelines there. The ref kept looking over there. I thought the ref was gonna blow the whistle and make him take 10 seconds off. So that was one first down immediately they got. So at first and 10, 1 minute, 27 seconds left here. And boom, look, wide open, wide open, wide open. I mean, I don't know, what are we doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We rushed 6. So we're playing, what is that, quarters with one guy underneath? I don't even know, man. So we blitz 6 guys. And they're max protecting here, so anybody get through? Oh yeah, 51 gets through. That's what's so annoying is that, when we do get pressure, there's always somebody open downfield. So it kind of makes the pressure useless. Very annoying. So that's another first down. All right, so now they got 1 minute and 8 seconds. Wow. Wow. Open. Open. Everything underneath is open. What do we even, we're not covering anybody. Oh, and then missed tackle. Gosh. Who was that? 23? Tyke, come on, man. You're a thumper. It's overshot. No blitz this time. 94 gets through. See what good it doesn't do any good. these these defensive front guys got to be so frustrated. Well, he beats his guy, and then he just throws it to a wide open receiver out there. Boom. So another first down. So that's 3 first downs in a row. They started off on their 30, and within 15 seconds, they're now in Buccaneers territory at the 37. Open. Oh, he just throws it out of bounds. Guess we got pressure there. Who gets through it? Don't even look like anybody's close. Yeah, Spencer felt pressure, phantom pressure. 94 was coming, but he wasn't going to get there for a while. Okay, so now it's 2nd and 10. Yeah, here's where we started locking them down. Boom. Yeah, see, they got some deep routes out there. This guy looks like he's getting ready to be open. Is that where he throws it? Yeah. Levante tips this. I remember that. They showed the broadcast, and Levante tipped it right before it got to the receiver. He reached out. See, that's playing aggressive. I like it. Yeah, right there. So that was nice. Now it's 3rd and 10. I didn't think the defense was going to stop them. I really didn't, especially when they came out 3 first downs right back to back, moved right down the field. I was thinking, oh my gosh, look how far off they're playing again. Oh my gosh, what are they playing? Oh, he looks like he jumps off sides. Did they get a penalty here? Sure did. Levante. Oh, and a bad throw. 10 drops the ball. But they get to do it over, right? 3rd and 5. Oh, no. Was that Levante or? No, that was Cansey. I did the same thing because I remember the referees called it on 54 and then changed it later. Oh, man. He had that too. Bad throw. Okay, so that was 3rd and 10 on Tampa's 37. Now it's 3rd and 5 on Tampa's 32. 47 seconds left. Man, we're playing quarters. No, we just switched. What? I can't see with that light. We switched. I'm not sure what we're playing here. Cover 3, maybe? I don't know. See Tyke take this guy. So another bad throw. Do we pressure him? We bring the blitz. Boom, we got 5 coming. Oh, yeah, big boy Vita coming. He's broke through. Oh, and then you go right into the arms of Braswell. Okay, Braswell got a hand on him. Yeah, okay, so he's just throwing way off platform. And wait a minute, that wasn't as bad as the throw as I thought it was. Yeah, it wasn't as bad. He could have caught that. Oh, almost interception. I thought it was thrown much more out of bounds. Huh. Okay, so not a bad throw, and it could have been an interception. We had 2 guys right there. All right, so now it's 4th and 5. The Tampa Bay is 32. Boom. Now, he came, receiver came back to the ball he shouldn't have. I don't know why he did that. I mean, it might have been like a quick curl or comeback, but I don't think so. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, the way he put his brakes on there, maybe it was. Rattler was definitely expecting it to not be, though. And then, thankfully, I liked 32's coverage on that. I really liked the way he changed his direction real quick, changed his hips, so he's facing this way, and then when he sees it's got to see how quick he turned right there. I like that right there. It's good stuff. It's almost like he baited that receiver. Boom. Oh, yeah, we were coming. Vita got a piece of him, too. Maybe that was, maybe that's why the pass was not thrown well. But Vita might have got a piece of that. He definitely disrupted the throwing motion. I mean, his hand's up in there. Let me go back to the previous. Yeah. Let's see how close. What is this? I missed it. Okay, anyhow, this is the play where Mike gets his. It was kind of a. It was supposed to. It looked like it was supposed to be a pick. 11 crossed in front of him, like he was going to knock 11 or whoever that is. We don't have an 11. I don't know what I'm saying. 10. Okay. This guy was expecting Mike to go out deeper. You can see the way he's turned right here. And he doesn't flip until Mike cuts across right here. Right there. They were expecting Mike to go deeper. I love it. I love how the whole team just celebrated, came off the bench. The crowd went crazy. That was cool, man. No pressure. Looks like Breedis is getting ready to fall back to. Here we go. Boom. Oh, it was this guy. Oh yeah, he steps on Five's foot. If you go look at the thumbnail, look at it real close. And you can see this is when he steps on his foot right here. Right there. Mike stepped on his foot. And you can see Five's reaction. He's like, "Ow, man, that hurt." It's like, "Man, look. Dude stepped on my foot." That's awesome. Oh my gosh, I'm so far behind. Oh man, press Cuban sandwiches. I'm hungry. Yeah, I saw Vita drop into coverage a couple times. Dino, you going 37-27 Bucs? Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna watch some Redskins all 22 this week. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, Buck. I mean, when Bucky scored that touchdown, I was like, "Oh no, Mike's not going to get his 1,000 yards." Oh no. Uh yeah, that's a good question, Rampage. I think I don't know. I really don't know. I think it's coaching. They're just too focused on the scheme. Yeah, but scheme. Yeah, yeah, Bucking. We got these guys running the spots and covering grass. Cornerbacks and linebackers next year. Yeah, that's what I feel. We need. We definitely need to work on that. I think it's the coaching. I don't think the scheme is bad so much as it is the way it's coached. The Todd Bowles just has these guys so focused on getting where they're supposed to get. You know, it's like he doesn't get mad at them if they're in the spot they're supposed to be in. You know, even if they mess up, and a guy catches a pass in their zone, he's like, "Well, you were where I told you to be, so it's fine." You know, it's like commander's intent. You know, you're supposed to. The goal here is not to do the right coverage. The goal is to stop them from catching the ball. They didn't know how many yards he had. 40-20 Bucs. All right. Kate is jumping in on the score predictions. Nobody's going to pick the Redskins. I know. That's a Tom that Molly said the Saints let him get that. It might be true. But yeah, it seems like they knew. They knew he was, but they did have him double covered there. They had that safety over top of him. And I think Liam knew that they were going to do that. That's why he did a short route because they weren't expecting a short under 5 yard route. Yeah. So it did look like a chess match there. Rampage is going 34-37 Bucs. Tom, I knew you were going to pick the Redskins. As soon as I said nobody was going to pick them, I said, you know what? I bet Tom will do it. You're going to change your score right before the game. Buck is going 31-27. 27-31 Bucs. Okay. Gulliver. What's up, man? Gulliver got the red skull. All right. Yeah, Whitehead had a bad season. Really, everybody did. Everybody in the secondary. I think the linebackers tightened it up towards the end of the year. I didn't know Levante was calling plays, and that explains a lot. And I think he got things tightened down towards the end of the year. But the secondary just horrible, horrible, horrible season, man. Whitehead didn't play good. Uh, Winfield didn't play good. Levante didn't play good up until second half. Um, cornerback Dean. I'm so over Dean. I really am. He's always either hurt or giving up plays. It just, it's annoying. He annoys me because I really thought Dean, and I still think he's got a lot of potential, but he just doesn't seem to really want to be any better. I was very excited about him the first couple years, man. He's been a big disappointment. You think it's gonna be a shootout? It's possible, man. It is possible. If Jaden stays back there and throws it around, yeah, he can eat us up. But if we can get our ground game going and just grind them down, I think that's what we should do. I was very impressed with the Saints, how they shut down a lot of our game. Just about everything on the outside, they just destroyed it. We couldn't run any screens. Yeah, everybody knew we were going to throw the top to a Mike. Yeah, it just have the whole defense just stand right around Mike. Yeah, you gonna change it, man. You gonna change it. Yeah, Christopher, coming from 4-3 defenses where guys never rotate, rarely. Most guys played 80-90% of the snaps to Todd Bowles' defense where nobody gets 80 or 90% of the snaps except for safeties and linebackers. It's very strange, especially with like the edge rushers. When edge rushers are only getting 50% of the snaps, you're just like, I don't like this, you know? And then half of those 50% of the snaps are dropping back into coverage. No wonder we can't get any pressure from the edge. These guys can't get any warm up or figure the offensive players out. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it. Yeah, we're really going to have to contain Daniels for sure because he's going to try to run, run, run. I think Levante is going to be crucial in this game. Spying with Taiki, that'd be a good idea. You don't like seeing Nelson drop in coverage? Come on. That's what we drafted him for. Spying with Vita. Y'all killing me. Gosh, I had so much stuff that I wanted to talk about, but I didn't write anything down. I wonder if I covered everything. Uh, has anybody asked to interview Liam Cohn yet? Ah, Jacksonville Jaguars. They're going after offensive coordinators. Detroit Lions offensive coordinator, the Buffalo Bills offensive coordinator, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers offensive coordinator. Jaguars have said they're interested in it. Man. Oh, I'm going to be so upset about that. Okay. What's up, Ricky? Oh, you got to go to the game. Yeah. That's how I was too, man. When Bucky scored that touchdown, I was like, yes. And then I went, oh no, Mike's not going to get his 1,000 yards. I didn't think they were going to get it to him. Way too much stuff had to go right. And I didn't think Bowles was going to take the chance either. If we did get the ball back, I figured he'd just kneel on it. But I saw on the broadcast, like the whole stadium was standing up when we got the ball back to see if we were going to throw it to Mike. That is so cool. Yeah, MK was there too at the game. Yeah, Jaguars are tough. Uh, that's just not a good team to sign on to. But the Patriots now, the Patriots, the Cone's from up in that area, and he's got, they got that rookie quarterback, and pretty stable ownership. I bet the Saints are the ones I'm worried about, man. They're gonna want him. I didn't even think of that, Cape. I thought that, yeah, I didn't think Mike was going to get his 1,000 yards. The rookie wide receiver for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Who was that? Was that Michael Thomas? He rookie? Brian Thomas. Yeah, Brian Thomas. Yeah, he was pretty good. I had him in fantasy football. He killed it. I didn't realize Brian Thomas was a rookie. I don't know how I ended up with him on fantasy football, but he did good. You thought Trevor Lawrence was going to revolutionize the quarterback position? In what way? I would agree with you there, Rampage, about the head coaches in the NFC South. The coach isn't answerable to the GM, but directly to the ownership, and they kept to their general manager. So what does the general manager do at Jacksonville? That is a mess. And that Khan guy, the owner, he just seems kind of weird. So tomorrow, do we want? We are going to start. We're going to start looking at Redskins film, Commanders film, Commies film. Just skip week 18 with the Buccaneers. Is that what we want to do? Now, I'll start the stream off tomorrow with a poll, but it seems like that's the general consensus. Why do you think that the Saints are going to hire Joe Brady, Bucking? Robert Kraft is meeting Cohen at a Japanese massage parlor tomorrow. That's funny. So the coach and the GM are at the same level, and the GM is doing the trades and the drafting, but the coach can go around the GM and deal with ownership. That just makes for a messed up hierarchy. Oh, okay. He's 6'6". I didn't know that. Ah, okay. He was an LSU coach. Yeah, it seems like everybody wants him, or quite a few teams want him. Hmm. Well, just they can have him. Matter of fact, I'll pay him. I'll pay him. I'll pitch in money. Anybody, just leave Liam alone. The GM doesn't have any reason to listen to the coach. Yeah, he probably doesn't like the fact that the coach has just as much say as he does, and the ear of the owner. So he probably drafts and trades players all messed up just to mess with the coach. That's a weird dynamic. He was at the Saints. I thought he was with Carolina. Bucking. Oh, as an assistant. Okay. Yeah, he was the offensive coordinator at Carolina, right? Changed to hire Gruden. He likes Carr. Yeah, but he was an advisor to the Saints. That they might. Wouldn't that be wild? Yeah, I think Trevor's been shortchanged with coaching and just being on a bad bad situation, bad team. It's kind of like how Mayfield and Sam Darnold, they both play for the Panthers and sucked. They leave the Panthers and they're both leading their teams to the playoffs, which amazes me with Sam Darnold. It really does. I mean, y'all heard me for years. I've talked about he's just a horrible quarterback. You got to give Vikings coaching staff a lot of credit to be winning with that guy. I still think he's a bad quarterback. Although I haven't looked at any game film of him this year. I should look it up and see if he's improved any. I mean, apparently he has, but I'm going to give the Minnesota Vikings coaching staff all the credit because he was bad. Wes Phillips, that's their offensive coordinator. Who's their quarterback's coach? I have no idea. But see, with Baker Mayfield, you can say, well, it's obviously not the coach because he's gone through two of them now with the Buccaneers and done good with both of them. Trevor's got that big old contract though. He doesn't have to be good. He got that generational money. But they get like $200 million. It was ridiculous. Yeah, Molly sent me that message when the news broke. I was like, this is just getting dumb. It's giving these quarterbacks this much money, especially when they haven't even done anything. Let me see. $275 million. You can't even make this up, man. $275 million to Trevor Lawrence. And has he ever even won a playoff game? I don't. Uh, and he's already earned 70 million. Good grief. All right. So they're stuck with him until 2029 or 2028. So 4 more years. They've got him unless they eat a lot of calf money. Goodness. Wow. So he got he got 200 million guaranteed. Good grief. I picked the wrong profession. It looked like old Darnold last night. Yeah. Yeah, they got stomped, man. Detroit looked really good. Well, Rampage, I picked him in fantasy football because I was like, he just got $275 million. He's gonna go out there and try and ball out. Didn't work. After like 2 weeks, I dropped him. Yeah, I don't think Sam Darnold's that good of a quarterback, but again, I haven't really watched him this year on tape. But whatever the Vikings are doing over there, it works. Yeah, same with Tua. Did y'all see? Ah, My goodness. Tyreek Hill talking about he's gone. He's out of Miami. He was like, "Yeah, I got to go somewhere else." It's like that was weird, kind of out of nowhere. He's upset. He said this is the first year he's never been in the playoffs, so he's upset. Yeah, Tua. I never thought Tua was that good either. But they've been giving out these contracts like candy, man. I think it's ridiculous. Let me see. My goodness. Kyler Murray had a $50 million cap hit this year. Just unbelievable. Oh, contracts. Here we go. Contracts by position, quarterback. Let's look at these ridiculous. Well, $450 million, Patrick Mahomes. It's 10 years though, so it's not as scary. And he's living up to it. So Joe Burrow, 275 million 5-year contract, guaranteed 146 million. Man. Deshaun Watson, 230 million guaranteed. That's the one that I was just that's that's going down as the worst contract in the history of the NFL. Yeah, so Joe Burrow, 146 million guaranteed. Patrick Mahomes' guaranteed money was only 63 million. I didn't realize it. What makes Tyreek special is his intelligence. uh, $1 billion contracts are coming, huh? Yeah. I don't like the whole gambling, how it's got intertwined with sports, especially the NFL, but I mean, there's going to be some bad stuff that comes out of it. Yeah. Yeah, the Bills got that monster offensive line. So do the Ravens. There's a pretty good too, but uh of those three, Rampage, I'd want to play the Chiefs. The Bills and the Ravens. The Bills are scary right now. Ravens are always scary. They're just so dang tough and physical. Beat the Commanders, Eagles, and then the Lions. Hey, we beat them all. I know. Yeah, the Mahomes contract, when you look at it, it's like, hey, that's a pretty good deal, especially since he's continued to live up to it. But yeah, when it first happened, it's like $450 million, but over 10 years, and it wasn't guaranteed and all that good stuff. This is Deshaun Watson. That one, I was just like, that's insane. That is typical Cleveland Browns crap right there. Wow, 10 to 13 quarterback moves. Dang, MH. It's kind of like how the running back was this running back position was last year. That's so wild, man. I've never seen the running back position do what it did in the offseason. I mean, like every major running back switched to a different team and they all did great. They definitely the running backs definitely made their case this year that running backs still matter. I mean, look at us, Bucky Irvin. which is great because I love running backs. Yeah, we've done all that, man. We beat the Commanders, the Eagles, and the Lions. 100% Bucking. 100%. Yes. Yeah. And I mean, the kids now, I'm not trying to be moralistic or get on my high horse or anything, but I mean, they're just like dipped in gambling, gambling habits or whatever. I mean, like everything is gamified and gambling now. You know, I mean, even the dating stuff is like gambling. Weird. But yeah, it's, they're being marketed to, and, there's gambling's a tough thing, man. It's a no lose, no win situation unless you're the house, you know. But it entraps so many people. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, they traded 3 first round picks and 3 later picks as well. Gosh, man, what a Cleveland Browns. Their ownership has just always just been uh, insane people. Now we could beat the Swifties, man. We're geared for it. Top 10 running back? Yes. Bucky Irving? Yes. I think so. Uh, he's close to a top 5. Let's see if we just do stats. Let me see. If we just do stats. Let me see. Yeah, he's top 10 in rushing yards. Yeah, he's 10th. 10th in rushing yards. Um, Baker Mayfield's got the most rushing fumbles on the season of anybody. I didn't know that. He's got 7. Huh. I didn't know that either. Okay. Rushing yards, he's 10th. Saquon Barkley broke 2,000. Touchdowns, he's not in the top 10. Attempts, he's not in the top 10 either, which is good because they don't have, I don't see his rush per yards per rush. He's 8th in 40 plus yard runs. He's got 3 of them. So yeah, definitely top 10. Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry, Bijan Robinson, Jameer Gibbs, Jonathan Taylor's in there too, but I'm just ignoring him. Bucky's just got a style about him that you don't see from a lot of these running backs that I like. Although he does have an Achilles heel, he's not a very good tightrope walker on the sideline. Get him to the side, he's going to step out. Yeah, he got a lot less snaps. He wasn't a bell cow, or I mean he wasn't even used hardly first part of the season. He is, gosh, he's at the bottom for snaps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, he's 20th for rushing attempts. So that's quite impressive. Yeah, Saquon Barkley and Derrick Henry are on a totally different level. What's up, Rock? Yeah, it's been 2 games in a row. Baker didn't turn it over, right? Henry will fall off soon. Yeah, I thought for sure it was going to be this year. Yeah, nope. Yeah. I got to get off here. Okay, thanks for reminding me. My stomach is growling. I don't think he threw any interceptions yesterday. Oh yeah, no, he did. He had one. Last week he didn't have any turnovers, right? I didn't know. That's funny. I did not realize that Mayfield leads the league in rushing fumbles. he, thank you. Okay, same to you. Happy Victory Monday, everybody. Tomorrow we are going to dive into some all 22. I'm going to start a uh, poll tomorrow when I get on to decide whether we want to watch the Week 18 game against the Saints or if we want to start diving into Redskins all 22. So get here early and get your vote in on that. And we shall watch some all 22. All right, guys, I got to get off here. I'm starving. I appreciate y'all hanging out, man. And go Bucs. I tell you what, that was an exciting game. The first 3 quarters were horrible. The last quarter was great. Perfect football. I'm so happy that Mike Evans got his 1,000 yards. Very, very thrilled. Very impressed that Liam and Todd took the chance to get him his 5 yards because it could have gone sideways. It was a risk. And it was a good game. It was a good game. I enjoyed it. I didn't enjoy it for a while, but I did enjoy it at the end. And guys, we did it. We're in the playoffs. Unfortunately, for all the Todd Bowles haters, he's probably not going to get fired. I would say there's maybe a 10% chance he'll get fired. He could retire, though. That's more likely. But we're in it. We're in it. Moving on to the Redskins. And we've got 4 NFC championships, NFC South division titles in a row. Can't knock it. All right, guys. Till next time, go Bucs.